This is the new Sony HT-A7000 soundbar. It is a 7.1.2 Dolby Atmos and DTS-X premium soundbar with vertical surround sound engine and 360 spatial sound mapping. Now the soundbar alone sells for $1,400 and it doesn't come with a subwoofer nor the rear surround speakers, but you can buy them separately. Now in my case, I have the whole setup thanks to my friend B, the installer, who was very kind to let me borrow it, and he also has a full review of the soundbar with lots of details and information. So I will leave a link right here on top. You can take a look at it at any time you want. Now my first impressions are wow. Sony products have a reputation of being high quality, and this soundbar lives up to that standard. Now first off, the build quality is excellent. The glossy finish on top, the touch sensitive buttons, the very discreet display. I mean, this soundbar will look great anywhere you place it. There are 2 up-firing speakers for overhead sound, 2 beam tweeters, and 5 front speakers. Now the sound is loud and clear, but honestly, if you want to fully enjoy the sound system, I highly recommend to buy the additional subwoofer and the rear surround speakers. Now the sub will add the deep bass, and the rear speakers add that surround sound effect that works great with Dolby Atmos. Now the soundbar has 3 HDMI 2.1 ports. One connects to the TV via EARC, and the other 2 you can connect the gaming consoles or a Blu-ray player. There is also an optical port, analog, and 1 USB and center out. Now Sony has made the setup very easy and intuitive. Once you power up the subwoofer and the rear speakers, they will automatically sync to the soundbar. I also highly recommend to optimize the system by either going to the settings or simply by pressing the optimized button on the rear surround speakers. The process will take a few minutes and it will map the room for an optimal sound experience. Now I connected the soundbar to my LG C1 Oled and it recognized it right away. Just make sure to change the audio from TV to HDMI on your TV. It works better if you have a Sony XR TV. You get easy access to the soundbar settings right from the TV menus. I also recommend to check if the HDMI ports are enhanced. You can find that on the soundbar settings by pressing the home on the remote control. The soundbar supports 4K 120Hz pass-through, so I connected my PlayStation 5 to check if it worked, and yes, it works flawlessly. Unfortunately, there is no VRR or variable refresh rate support. Now that we finally have VRR on the PS5 and this soundbar doesn't support it. Well, maybe with a future update, we might have VRR support, but not for the moment. Now with that being said, gaming with this soundbar, it's freaking amazing. I play Wipeout the Omega Collection because I love the sound effects on this game, and wow, it is so awesome.
Contender eliminated. Bomb.
Now if you really need VRR, you can also connect your consoles directly to your TV and still enjoy Dolby Atmos and all the gaming features like auto low game latency mode, VRR, Dolby Vision at 4K 120Hz. There are a few games that do have Dolby Atmos support on the Xbox. Gears 5 is one of them, and the Atmos effect is amazing.
Good work.
Now obviously the best way to enjoy Atmos is through movies. The new Batman movie is a good example. My favorite part is with the car chase. You can hear other vehicles passing by, the Batmobile engine rumbling across the speakers. I mean, the whole movie is a total joy. Now, I have been using the Nakamichi 7.2.4 Shockwave soundbar system, and it's one of my favorite soundbars. Not only I feel that it is louder, but the dual subwoofers make a huge difference. My whole office rumbles with my Nakamichi, while the bass on the Sony sub is, what can I say, it's more subtle. It is loud, but it doesn't have that extra kick. Yes, you can add an additional sub to the Sony system, but it's an additional $700 depending on what model you want. For the rear speakers, I'm using the SARS5, I call it the SARS5, which have a built-in battery, up-firing speakers, and they also have a total 180 watts. They're optional, but they do add an immersive surround sound effect, but they sell for $600 for the pair, so the grand total cost is $2,700 with only one subwoofer. Now honestly, that's a lot of money. I mean, yes, it sounds great, it looks fantastic, and you don't have to worry about running speaker wires. The setup is super easy and it works great for a small to medium room, but I'm still very happy with the Nakamichi, and the fact that it costs $1,100 and includes 2 subwoofers, it is a huge difference. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'm going to leave you with a demo right here, the full Dolby Atmos demo. I highly recommend to use headphones because I did use a specialized microphone for this recording. And let me know in the comments below if you are willing to pay this price for this soundbar, or what is the maximum you are willing to pay for a soundbar. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Joster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joster out!